Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how much you should put down when you are buying a house. And before we dive in, if you're ready for financial freedom, comment freedom below in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the little bell to get notified when I post new videos, and don't forget to like and share this video. And if you really are serious about becoming financially free sooner than later, click the link below this video and I can help you do that. So let's talk about how much you should put down on a home. There are a lot of different amounts that you can put down, so we kind of want to just run the numbers and see what works individually for us. And a lot of times people put down 20% and they think that you have to put down at least 20%. And actually you don't have to put down 20% on a house. The reason most people put down 20% is so that they don't pay what's called mortgage insurance. It's also called PMI, private mortgage insurance. And it's just this extra fee that goes along with your mortgage that you just pay with your mortgage payment because you don't have 20% invested in the house. So that's why a lot of people do put 20% down so that they can avoid that extra charge, that mortgage insurance on their mortgage payment. And if you don't put down 20%, if you put down less than 20%, once you reach 20% equity, then you can request to have the PMI taken off, that mortgage insurance fee taken off, unless there's certain types of loans that don't allow you to take that off. FHA loans is one of the examples that they leave the PMI on for the life of the loan. So you want to be careful what type of loan you're getting. But we're not talking about that today. We're just talking about how much you should put down. So if you have 20% down to purchase your house, then you could definitely put down 20%. And you can even put down as little as 5%, and some lenders even allow 3.5%. So you can get started, you can buy a home for probably less than you think, because you could put down 5% if you wanted to, or even 3.5% depending on your lender. And if you do that, like I mentioned, if you put down any amount less than 20%, you will pay that PMI, that mortgage insurance. So you want to keep that in mind. But the way I kind of look at it is, how can I best have my money working for me? For example, if I just have a chunk of change sitting in my savings account and it's earning maybe 1% interest, and I'm not investing that money, I don't have other plans for that money to invest it elsewhere, then if I'm buying a house, I would definitely put down that full 20% because I'm not having my money work for me anywhere else. So if it's only earning 1%, then I would probably just take that full amount and put 20% down on my loan, on my mortgage. But if I have a plan to invest in multiple properties or invest in other types of investments that are going to earn me more money, then I may put down less money. The last property that I just bought, I actually, the property that I live in, I ended up only putting down 5% because I wanted to take that money that I had and put it into another investment. So you kind of just want to look at it and see, okay, am I having my money work the best way possible for me? And what is my long-term goal? What's my long-term plan? Am I going to need some of this money for another investment? Or am I not? I mean, is this it? Am I just going to buy one house? I'm not investing in anything else, so I just want to pay off my mortgage as quickly as possible. So maybe I do want to use the full 20%. But if you have your plan mapped out, your long-term plan, then you may only want to put down 5%, and it may be worth it to pay that mortgage insurance for a while until you reach that 20% mark. And maybe you want to put down 10%. Maybe you feel more comfortable with the mortgage payment amount that it would be if you were to put down 10% instead of only putting down 5%. So that's another thing to consider is, how does the mortgage payment look? Am I able to afford this mortgage payment if I do a lower down payment? Or am I better off, do I feel more comfortable with doing a higher down payment so that my mortgage payment is lower? So you want to take that into consideration. And there's lots of online mortgage calculators that you can look at. So if you're not really sure what your mortgage payment's going to be on a certain loan amount, you can just type into Google, mortgage calculator, and just get a good estimate on what your mortgage payment would be, depending on how much you wanted to put down on your property. So it really just depends on what your long-term plan is and what you can afford, what mortgage payment you want, and how much money you have to invest in this home, and how much money you still want to maybe have as an emergency fund, or how much money you want to invest in other properties or other types of investments. So those are the things that you want to consider when you're deciding how much money to put down on a house. And one other thing to consider is, if you are buying this property not to live in, but just strictly for a rental, then you'll need to have 20% down. That's what they require for rental investments. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. And if you found this helpful, please like the video and share it with someone else who needs this information. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you guys are serious about becoming financially free at a young age, make sure and click the link below this video and I can help you do that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.